So far in this series, we have worked on multiple character interaction systems, which include this moving boxes, sitting on chairs and doing exercises, sleeping, going into shelters when it rains, and in the night they also go to sleep, things like that. So I'm going to use behavior trees to drive the behavior from now on. So far we have used just plain blueprints, and I'm going to integrate behavior trees and drive their behaviors with proper behavior trees here, so that the system would be more extendable when we need to add new features in future. Right, so let me open the third person blueprint NPC. So where should we get started? Here we have work, random work method. So this is basically the main event that I call, because it decides in the daytime it sleeps, if it rains it goes to shelter and do some random work. So this is the main method that drives the behavior. So I just call it here in the begin plane. So this random work, if I change this into a behavior tree, this should be the place I should start. Okay, so let's see. I'll create a new folder. Let's call it AI, and let's create a new artificial intelligence behavior tree. I'll call it PT and PC, and when I open it, this does require a blackboard too, so let's create a new blackboard in the same folder. I'll call it PB and PC. Okay, now we have both behavior tree and the blackboard. So right, if I refer to this event, first thing we check is if it is daytime or nighttime, and then we check if it is raining or not. So we can directly map these two variables to a blackboard key. Let's add a new key in the type boolean daytime. And raining. Right. Okay, now in the behavior tree, let's add a selector, and under the selector we need two what are these called, nodes that represents this false and this true part. So false means it's nighttime, that means sleep. So let's have two nodes that says night, day and night. Right, so sequence, I'll name it day, and another sequence, I'll name it night. Well, actually this one has to be another selector, because here also we are checking a condition if it is raining or not. So night is a sequence, day is a selector. now here we need, if it is day, if it rains, we should go to shelter. If it is not raining, we should work. So another sequence, this one I'd say, let's consider the right side as true. So this one is false, left side is false. I think that way it's better. Yeah, so raining, so this one true, that means shelter. It should be go to shelter, but just shelter is enough. And another sequence, if it is not raining, work. No need to have a D. Okay, now we have a basic structure. This is not complete yet. We need to have here, let's add a decorator, blackboard condition, daytime. If it is not set, should be same as false. That means it's night. So we should be sleeping. Here I'll add the opposite of the, well, it's not really necessary. Well, let's add it anyway. Decorator, daytime is set. We should execute this part. Okay, and then this is another selector. We should work if it is not raining. Add decorator, blackboard key, raining is not set. We should work. We should go to shelter if raining is set. Okay, so to test if this tree is working properly, let me just add a some weight nodes for this, so we can observe if the things are working. Right, now here as I said, this calling this random word, this is what invokes to start working. So let me break that, and we can't use behavior tree here. We are not at the moment, we are not using an AI controller, so let's create one. Blueprint, where is AI controller? I'll choose this one because this one is fine. AI and PC. Right, now before anything, I'll assign this one for the NPC character. A controller class AI NPC. Right, let me open it here. behavior tree. I'll add run behavior tree and select this PD asset. Okay. So if I play the game, now the AI characters are doing nothing. That's correct because we haven't said anything. And here, if you go to debug mode, you can see this night part is calling and it's in the wait, which is correct. So now if I set the daytime to true, this path should take place. How? Alright. Blackboard. Let's try this use blackboard. Okay. Also we can add a blackboard here as well. What can't I name it? What? Oh, maybe by default we have a blackboard, even though we can't see it. Okay, so then I'll use this use blackboard and choose PB and PC. And before running it, let me blackboard and set value as pool. Key name. Let's make a literal name. We need this one, daytime. I'll mark it as true. Now if I play, the other path should take place. Yeah, as I said, it is. And if I also mark rain into true, this path should execute. Right. Let's test that too, even though we are not really using it this way. What's the name? Rain. See, now this path. Okay. So, right. Okay, now we don't need this here. Oh, we do. By default, it should not be raining. And by default it should be daytime. Right. And I'll add a delay of how long did we have here? 1 to 3 seconds. Okay. I'll do the same. Just random float in range 1 to 3 seconds. Okay, right. And then we need a way to set these variables from the character blueprint, because in the character blueprint we have this event notify sunrise and notify sunset and rain start, rain end. So would it be better if I implement these events in the AI controller rather than having them here? I think so. So here I'll implement time of day listener and the weather listener in the AI. settings. By the way, these things, these interfaces we worked on previously in this series, the character interaction series. So you can refer to those videos if you are not familiar with them already. Right. Let's first implement time of day listener. No, let's implement both time of day and weather listener. Now I can simply copy these, yeah. We copy and paste here. Right, now I can use this one. Let me copy that and here. This is not daytime, so this should be false. I think it would be better if I convert this into a macro. So collapse to macro, set daytime key. Let's promote this as a parameter. So we can reuse this. Here it should be true. And we don't need this variable now, because we don't have a variable at the moment in this AI controller. Right, now I'll do the same thing for the weather listener also. Let me just duplicate this macro, set, I'll call it set rain key, and this key name should be rain. So on rain start should be true, on rain end this should be false. Right. Alright, I think now we don't really need this default value set. Don't need to set these default values because these should work. These should work. Right, we can test it. So now it is a daytime and it's not raining. So if I play, see, daytime is working. And if I change time of day to 8 and play, see, nighttime is there. Right, and again let me change to 8 in the morning. Now let's check a transition. I'll set 5.5, that means 5:30 in the morning, and time step I'll set to 0.1 so that we can observe the transition. That's too fast. See, it's 5:31, 5:32. Okay, now you can see it's night time. Let me speed it up a little bit. And it's 6. Now see, daytime is executing because the key is updated. Right, that part is working. So the keys are dynamically updated. Let's test the rain part too. By the way, this time of day system is coming from the open world series. That is also something I have already shown you how to implement. So if you don't know, you can refer to that video. So rain. Start running is already enabled. How long do we have to wait? Let's see. To start raining. $30 seconds. Okay. Let me make it 5 seconds. Now as you can see, it's daytime and not rainy, so they should be working when I implement it. Now you can see the sky is already getting darker. Let me speed up time. Yeah, now it started raining. Right. So see, they should be going to shelter now. So the behavior tree is working. And once the rain stops, it should switch back. I'm not sure how long it's supposed to rain. Still raining. Let me speed up. Alright. Sky is getting cleared. Now it's again not raining, so they should resume work. Okay. Alright. So yeah, I think this is a good place to stop this episode. From next episode, let's work on how to actually do those tasks through PT tasks using invoked by the behavior tree. So that means let's make the character sleep and do work invoked through the behavior tree. So thanks for watching. As always, project files will be available for download in the Patreon page. Link could be in the description below. And if you like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon club. See you in another episode. Goodbye.